All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Match review time. We're all happy. What a performance from start to finish. It was all Chelsea, to be honest. I don't even remember Spurs having any control in the match. Maybe that one chance right at the end. But then again, Christian Pulisic was right back at that time. So you can't really blame that scenario. But before we get into the whole match review, I do want to say we've got the jersey promotion, Prime Football jersey promotion. Please check out the link below. Those guys are absolutely smoking today because Chelsea won one step closer to the final. Go check yourself out. I've got the Hakim Ziyech jersey on today. He played a really good game. So get yourself a jersey, whether it's Ziyech, whether it's Saul. Maybe you want Saul. We're going to talk a lot about Saul today. Get yourself that jersey and represent. And use my code to get further 10% off. So 50% off, further 10% off. Boys, let's get straight into this. Let's hear from you guys. We're going to talk about some of the key moments of the match, but before we get into that, I just want to hear from your opening statements. What do you think about that match overall? I'll start with you, Taron, and then we'll go to Johnathan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say it was a little bit boring, to be honest, as a fan watching.
Really?
I just think it felt like, I said to Jonathan, I felt like we were playing against like a League Two side today. My opinion, he completely dominated them in all aspects, and Kane and Son looked like some Conference League strikers. So that was quite funny to watch today.
Saar pocketed Kane.
I think it was more Rudy and Saar, but Saar was very impressive to me. A little bit dives in. We'll get into that in a second. But overall, the performance, we rotated a lot today. We tried a new formation. You can say we kind of did with the right wing back a bit in a weird position today. And yeah, I'm very happy we didn't let them really get into the game at all. We were very good in the attack. The link-up play was looking very nice. Lukaku looked like he was fighting for the badge a little bit today, which I'm happy for. And overall, what more can you want? We're going into the second leg next week with a 2-0. I don't think there's any away goals in this cup, but with 2 goals and everything's good. So very, very happy.
Johnathan, were you surprised at how weak Tottenham looked overall? Like I thought I was going to see a little bit more bite from them. It didn't seem like at all.
Yeah, they weren't at the races today at all, but I think we dominated from start to finish. I felt like we smoked them. We didn't let their key players get on the ball. We just had control of the game. And look, we had a back four, which is not something we've really done much under Tuchel. I said earlier or last week about the system. The system, it did interchange a little bit, and we did have, Ziyech covering quite a lot, who had a good game. A couple of chances he had a good game. Look, Saul was really good today as well. So, look, it's a game where, how I am, half full. I was moaning at 7-0 against Norwich. I'm disappointed that we didn't get 3 or 4 today. But like
we should have been 4-0. We should have beaten them 4-0.
100% should have finished the tie off 3-4. But look, winning 2-0 at home, clean sheet, can't complain too much.
Nah, 100%. Taron, let's talk about a couple of the key players. I don't know how it looked like for you guys in the stadium, but from where we were watching in TV and my live chat, Saul remontada is well and like his one-touch passing. I think he's got the highest stats in terms of tackles made, interceptions as well. The highest. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but at one point I saw live chat saying Saul's leading the stats race at the moment in defensively. His one-touch passes, Taron. Every time he got the ball, boom, pass. Every time he got the ball, boom, pass. And I think that was creating a lot of havoc for Spurs. They just couldn't keep the control of the midfield because the ball was moving so quick. Did it look like that live in the stadium as well, from your perspective?
Yeah, I think most fans have to take a huge slice of humble pie with Saul. A lot of fans,
myself as well.
Yeah, all of us, I'm sure, here were saying Saul has had many opportunities to do well, but we can say he's grown into this Chelsea role a lot. In the Brentford game, he looked good in the Wolves game.
Chaz is green goal, man. Chaz is the final.
Cheers, man. All right. He's happy with Saul. He grew in the Wolves game, mostly in the Brentford game. And he's come today, and I think his tackles were amazing. So many recovery tackles.
Bro, there was one tackle on Harry Kane that was mad.
And it got the whole stadium going. And these kind of tackles make us play better. The flow of the game improves after a bit of intensity in the tackle. And I think Saul today, in the middle with Jorginho, he had a nice connection there with the transition from defence to attack was very smooth. We didn't have any issues in our midfield getting overrun today, despite Ndombele coming on, despite Højbjerg, who's a very bullish kind of centre midfielder. We didn't struggle at all today. And I'm really happy for Saul because it took him a while. A lot of fans were expecting a player coming from La Liga, which is clearly not a physical league, to come here and play better, including myself, because it's a loan signing. He can't play well instantly, obviously. But he's come in now after 4 or 5 months and he's doing very well. So yeah, with Kante looking to have COVID now, Kovacic cannot be kind of overloaded too much because when he's fit, he's amazing. Jorginho has a hip problem. Loftus-Cheek's coming back from COVID. We need someone else to step up right now, and we won't need to go and get Tchouaméni or someone else in January because it was a great performance today by Saul.
100%. Jonathan, I mean, does Saul now give you enough confidence that this is a proper fourth choice midfielder now that we can definitely rely on? Because we can't overload Kante, as Taron said. We can't overload on Kovacic. We can't overload on Jorginho. Saul has not played enough. So this is good signs that he's playing decent football.
100%. Last few games have been really good. The recoveries today, like you said, the one on Kane, a couple of really good challenges where last minute, where Spurs were building. It's the fact that he was getting in early and intercepting and breaking up the play. And we didn't let them, as you say, have a chance, because every time we got the ball, we recycled it, we got rid of it. One touch passing, there was really a couple of nice bits between Mount and Havertz that was really nice, when we probably should have scored a couple more goals. And as I said, it's disappointing because we had the build-up play, we had the control of the midfield. But yeah, for me, it was one of probably Sal's best games. So yeah, we definitely have to respect him as someone that's definitely a viable option now. Loftus-Cheek came on for some minutes as well, which is good. But yeah, he was really good today, Sal.
Again, it's just the same guy to interrupt. Chelsea is the best.
He looks so out of it, man.
he's happy. I think, look, everyone will be happy with it. Look, it's Spurs at home, and we have dominated them. And in my opinion, second half we weren't great. We just pretty much saw it out. If we'd have got the third or fourth, it would have been a lot easier in the second leg, because look, we've got Chesterfield, we've got Tottenham again, then we've got City. So look, we've got games coming thick and fast. We've got more injuries now. Azpilicueta sort of limping off. I don't know if that's a hamstring issue.
I think he's all right. Some new reports coming up that he's okay.
There's no ice pack on it, and he came back on the pitch. So look, Mount looks tired today. It wasn't his best game.
He needs rest. He needs a rest. Mount needs a rest.
Yeah, definitely. From start to finish, with a better team. Rudiger really stepped up today with Sarr. Looking at the team sheet with Sarr and Sal, maybe Taron was saying, question marks over that, but we performed really well. Kepa had one save to make, and that was the Kane free kick. So to be at home in the semi-final, Spurs don't win trophies, don't win the big games, and it was another one where we just showed our strength in depth, really, because we've questioned whether we've got players that can come in a system, and we changed it up today, and we were really good. So really happy.
No, 100%. Do you know what, boys? I feel so bad for you guys. It's so cold. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you guys just a couple of more minutes to wrap your side of the story up, because you guys look like you're freezing. I'm going to continue on with the review, and it's not fair that you guys are sitting there. Like, I can literally see the smoke coming out, like the air coming out.
Look, when you win 2-0 at home, semi-final, it's not too bad. Yes, it's cold, but yeah, it's. I just wish, as I said, I keep repeating myself, second half, I just feel like we could have finished it off. Lukaku got the header. There was one where...
Let's talk a little bit about Lukaku. But from both of you guys, let's hear. Let's hear from Taron. Lukaku, from where we were watching live, a lot of people were asking me, Miz, what do you think about Lukaku? I felt he could have done a little bit more. We haven't been able to find Lukaku enough as well. I feel like we couldn't find a Lukaku. And at the same time, I feel like Lukaku didn't drop deep enough to help out and get involved. But Lukaku found himself some good opportunities. That cross from Ziyech, that header, that needed to be a goal. It missed by a whisker. And then I think there was another opportunity where right at the end, Lukaku snapshot, first time hit, and it went straight to Hugo Lloris. There was another one, I can't remember. Taron, what'd you make out of Lukaku's performance? In the stadium, how'd you feel?
I think we saw in the Aston Villa game and in the Brighton game, the chances were much harder, and he finished them both. But today, I think in the stadium, what I saw today is he wasn't being found early enough. And the difference today I found with Lukaku is usually he'd get a bit frustrated when he wasn't found, but now he's like clapping players, he's encouraging them to do better, which is what you want to see. And it was a great response for me to see that live today, which I'm very happy with. And I think the chances, he definitely should have scored at least one, but I'm happy with his performance. He linked up the play well at times. He was always an option for attack. And I think we've seen with Lukaku in a lot of games this season, we've just tended to cross the ball into the box a lot and look long for him. But today it looked like we adapted our tactics to him. We were playing on nice football, but also incorporating him a little bit. So it's a good step in the right direction, and I'm hoping we can continue this next week against Tottenham.
100%. Jonathan, last one before I let you guys go. What do you think about Hakim Ziyech up front? Looked like he missed out on a couple of assists for himself. Obviously, that Lukaku one. That ball to Timo Werner, I don't know if you guys saw that live. We saw it in TV, and I'm like, oh my God, that was phenomenal pass. But then he missed out on couple of shooting opportunities as well, where he should have scored. he ended up getting man of the match. Hakim Ziyech got the man of the match after the match. So look, for me, it was Saul.
I think Havertz had a really good first half. He did play the second half. He was involved in the first goal. A couple other bits where he had some really nice movement. As I said, the 1-2 with Mount. Yeah, if Havertz hadn't come up, I think he would have pushed Ziyech close. But Ziyech, I think one of the most impressive things today that might be overlooked. Yes, he had the nice cross for Lukaku. Shot where he leant back, and Taron was saying if he hadn't leant back, he maybe would have put that on target. There's a couple other chances where he missed. The pass to Werner was fantastic. Werner, I'm not sure why he tried to lob Lloris, just put it bottom corner. But Ziyech was constantly covering for us with Aspilicueta. We're so used to having a right wing back covering and having the right centre back and the centre back, one of them being free. But it was so often that he came back, recovered the ball, or took it from the
his
from the
work rate was mad. His work
really
rate was
good
mad
today, and that's what impressed me a lot as well, because his work rate, the fact that he was aware of his position, that four at the back wouldn't have worked as well today if it wasn't for Hakim Ziyech. So, plaudits to him, and fair enough for man of the match. He will be upset that he didn't get a goal involvement, but it's a step in the right direction because he's been in and out of the team, had injuries, hasn't played for a couple of weeks, and to come back with that is exciting because, if you can play like that when we've got four at the back, it's a massive help to us because I've said system-wise, with no Chilwell and James, it really doesn't work the left and right wing back. So, yes, Lukaku, just to touch on Lukaku again, not as mobile if we've got a Werner, Havertz, Pulisic, etc. front three. The pressing isn't as good, but yes, he was, as Taron said, always available today. We just didn't find him. Jorginho, Saul, even when Kovacic came on, Loftus-Cheek, there's a few times where we just need to get the ball into him. But as I said, we kind of just, I felt like second half, we were like, it's 2-0. They're not really causing us any issues. Let's just, reserve energy, not get injuries.
We're not ruthless enough.
Yeah, and even the fans were a little bit like, let's go for another one. So, look, again, half full, could have been 3-4-0, and then the second leg's a lot easier. But we've won. We've got a clean sheet. We've had a couple of good performances, like Ziyech. Sarr had his moments where he jumped in, had his moments where he was really good. Rudiger covered.
Thought he was all right.
Yeah, exactly. To come in again in a tough game against Kane, Son, and Lucas Moura, who have all been in really good form recently.
Yeah.
All been getting goal involvements, and to starve Kane to just a free kick, and albeit with that little cross that came in towards the end when Ndombele couldn't get his foot on it, we've pretty much just starved them of any sort of chance. So, from that perspective, very happy.
Now, brilliant, boys. Go home, stay safe. Great win. And we shall see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for your time. Honestly, much appreciated. Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on with our review. I just want to bring this up. I'll obviously want to talk about a few other players as well. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea admin, thank you so much. Saul appreciation post. Oh, that's such a beautiful photo as well. Actually, I might make that into my thumbnail. Yeah, that's definitely going to be my thumbnail picture. I love that. And I just commented over there, admin, I love you. Honestly, brilliant performance from Saul. And let's have a look at a few other things. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 100 appearances for Chelsea. Congratulations. Man of the match. Who gets your man of the match? For me, it's Saul. I can understand a few people saying, Hakim Ziyech, I think, officially won it. But look, Chelsea fan base wanting Saul. Perfect. Look at this picture, man. We go again next week. Brilliant. Let's have a look at what some of the socials are saying. Matisse over here. Chelsea have Aspilicueta, Christensen, Chalobah, James, and Chilwell out. Thiago Silva has the particular disease, and we have Manchester City next week. I believe a defender signing is needed, but I could be wrong. I don't think we are going to get a signing. I'm being honest. What's going on here? Again, Luka Dean is not going to join Newcastle this January. Chelsea are still talking. Time to decide on left back. Other Premier League clubs moving on. Luka Dean he's leaving Everton this window, so he's leaving. Dean is waiting for Super Tommy Tuchel. I think we might be getting close to Emerson, however. See what else people are saying. Nishal is saying a straightforward and comfortable as they come. Very professional performance and a solid 2-goal lead to take to Wembley Stadium, I think. This is the Spurs Stadium. Jorginho, man of the match. We love the derby win, WHL. Look at this. Brilliant picture. What else is going on in the socials? Winning at Chelsea is an experiment. At Tottenham, it's a hope. Saul finally balling again. Patient is the key. Tuchel on Saul's performance, he's stepping. This is an important moment for me. What he does is good because he's open, he's full focused and totally committed to the team. I'm very happy he had the performance like today. He's a huge step. The way Thomas Tuchel was patting Saul's back when Saul was coming off, wow, that was so good to see. So good to see. Jody Morris, Chelsea cruised this, actually was even able to rest a couple of players and not exert as much energy in the second half too. Only thing Tuchel would have liked is more goals. Not many easier first legs against rivals than that in overall play. 100% Jody's right. Tuchel's playing 4-2-2 on the ball. He's showing his father Ragnick how to implement his own tactics. As you can see, 4-2-2-2. Absolutely right. What else do we got over here? Anyone convincing themselves that Lukaku has dropped above 5 out of 10 tonight is lying to themselves. Yeah, I think it was, it was definitely an even match. I don't think it was, it was a 50-50 sort of match from Lukaku, if I'm being honest. Rudiger, dominant team performance, first step done. Fantastic, fantastic. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, look, great performance, full control of the entire game, bar the right at the end with when Azpilicueta went off and they had that opportunity. Kepa, fantastic as well, keeping a clean sheet, tick mark for him. Malang Sarr for me was decent. Yes, some rash decisions here and there, but that's Malang Sarr. Overall decent. I probably would expect him to start again in the next leg. Rudiger, Azpilicueta, Alonso as well. Alonso doesn't get talked about. Alonso was okay as well. With all his deficiencies, I must say, he was very good. It was Alonso's effort that led to the first goal. So Alonso, brilliant. Saul, man of the match for me. Saul has to start against Chesterfield and Spurs in the second leg. And Saul now really puts himself in the mix of that 4 midfielders. And this is good news. It will perhaps force Ruben Loftus-Cheek to play well as well, coming back from injury. Jorginho was really good. Kovacic off the bench was decent. Kante and Thiago Silva are most likely gone for 10 days minimum due to testing positive. Kai Havertz was looking good until he got injured. He dislocated his finger. Apparently there's a picture that's going around and looks pretty nasty. Let's see if we can actually bring this picture up. Havertz. See if we can see this picture. Kai Havertz. Apparently there's a picture going, oh yeah, look at that. My days. Ooh. Yeah, let's not look at that anymore. Havertz was decent before he went off. Werner, when he came off the bench, had that opportunity, but then again, he's coming back after a while, so don't want to criticize him too much. There was a one-touch pass that he played towards Lukaku that was great as well. Lukaku couldn't do much about that. Ziyech was brilliant. I just wish he added a goal to it. He deserved a couple of assists. And yeah, overall, it was a really good game. Mason Mount, 50-50, needs a break. He definitely needs a break. Look, great performance, would beat a Spurs team. Antonio Conte was flying. He came to Stamford Bridge return. He looked dejected. He absolutely looked dejected. And I'm very confident in the second leg that we can do the damage on them away from home. We've got Chesterfield coming up next. Harvey Vale, hopefully we'll get a lot more game time. I feel the youngsters will get a lot more game time. And hopefully we'll get over that as well. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Let me know your thoughts. How did you feel about that game? 2 own goals. We should have scored a few more. Let me know who was your favorite player. Let me know about Saul. Let me know about any other players that you want to talk about in the comment section below. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.